I refused to label my wedding cake as vegan because a guest felt tricked. So my husband Jesse and I are both vegan. Have been for like 6 years now. When we started planning the wedding, we knew we wanted the whole thing to be plant-based because that's just who we are. We sent out invitations 2 months early with a little note at the bottom that said the reception would have vegan food and cake. Nobody said anything. Not one person complained or asked questions. The day finally came and everything was perfect. The venue looked amazing. Jesse's mom helped with the decorations and my best friend handled the music. The ceremony went smooth and we got to the reception around 7. The caterer set up this huge spread of food. There was pasta with cashew cream sauce, roasted vegetables, some kind of fancy grain bowl thing, and a taco bar that honestly slapped. People were eating and having a good time. Then there was the cake. 3 tiers. White frosting with these purple and yellow edible flowers all over it. The bakery did an insane job. It sat on the main table right in the middle of the room where everyone could see it. We cut it around 9 and started handing out slices. I watched people eat it. Nobody made faces. Nobody spit it out. A couple of Jesse's cousins even came back for seconds. Around 10, Linda showed up at my table. Linda is Jesse's aunt on his dad's side. She's in her 50s and always has something to say about everything. She was holding a half-eaten slice of cake on a paper plate and she looked mad. She goes, "Is this cake vegan?" I said, "Yeah, it is." I told her we mentioned it in the invitations. She goes, "You didn't put a sign on it?" I was confused. I asked her what she meant. She said, "There should have been a sign on that cake saying it was vegan." I ate 3 slices before someone told me. I feel tricked. I just stared at her. I said, "It's just cake, Linda. It tastes good, right?" She said that's not the point. She said it felt like I was pushing my lifestyle on people by not warning them. She said she would have skipped dessert if she knew it was vegan because she doesn't trust that kind of food. She said the cake should have been moved off the main table or had a big label on it so people knew what they were eating. I told her I'm not labeling my own wedding cake. I said we told everyone in advance and nobody had a problem with it. I said it's literally just flour and sugar and plant milk. It's not like we were hiding something dangerous in there. She got louder. She said I was being disrespectful to the guests who aren't vegan. She said it was rude to trick people into eating something they wouldn't normally choose. She kept saying the word tricked over and over like I'd committed some kind of crime. Jesse came over and asked what was going on. Linda turned to him and said, "Your wife refuses to be considerate of other people's choices." Jesse looked at me. I told him Linda wanted us to put a vegan label on the cake. He actually laughed. He said, "Linda, it's our wedding. We picked the food. If you didn't like it, you didn't have to eat it." She said, "I didn't know it was vegan, Jesse." He said, "We literally sent it in the invites." She said most people don't read the whole invitation. She said we should have made it more obvious. She said at the very least we could have put the cake somewhere less central so it wasn't the first thing people saw. I said no. I said it's staying exactly where it is. Linda's face went red. She put the plate down hard on the table and said, "Fine, I'm leaving." Then she walked out. Just left the reception early. Jesse's parents came over like 10 minutes later. His mom asked what happened with Linda. Jesse told her. His dad sighed and said, "You couldn't have just put a little sign up?" I said no, I couldn't. I said it's my wedding, and I'm not going to apologize for the food we served. His mom said Linda was upset in the parking lot. She said it would have been easier to just compromise and avoid the whole situation. She said now Linda's telling the whole family that we disrespected her. I said Linda disrespected us by making a scene at our wedding over cake. Jesse's dad said, "It's just a sign. Would it have killed you?" Jesse jumped in and said, "Would it have killed Linda to just eat the cake and move on?" They didn't really have an answer for that. They just walked away.